Thanks very much. Currently we have 59 fires going across the state of Queensland with 174 appliances at those jobs. We've got fires from Carlton Hills to Irvanbank to Lowmead, back to Goodwood, Sarabah, down to Delvine, back to Tara and even the Carnarvons. Crews are working tirelessly to make sure they have containment lines in place, protecting structures and making sure community messaging is going out. We've been joined by 80 firefighters from Victoria that are going to help rest the crews over the next couple of days. Through the night, the crews are going to be working tirelessly to make sure the fires are contained ahead of any weather patterns over the weekend. Just wish to remind the members of the public to be aware of the warnings. Take note of when you're driving through smoke. If you have any concerns, please call 000 and monitor the local messaging. Firefighters are working hard to make sure that Queenslanders are safe in the coming days. I'll pass over to Ben Marcus.
Thank you very much, Tony. Good afternoon. Can I again thank you for your interest in helping us get community safety messages out. Our focus remains the protection of life and property. We understand that there may be some sense of optimism amongst the community around the weather conditions that are going to be more favourable for large parts of the state that are impacted by fire. Can I also remind everybody that this is not right across the state and we continue to see significant fire dangers, particularly in the north and the far north. I'm extremely proud of the efforts of the community, our emergency services and volunteers in continuing to fight this ongoing series of wildfires right across the state. And as Tony just said, this isn't just one concentrated area. This is from the north right down to the border at the moment. In terms of evacuation centres, on some good news, we're down to around 50 people in evacuation centres in Dalby, Chinchilla and Warwick. Can I also advise members of the community who have been directly impacted, even if they've returned to their homes, that we understand that you will need additional support and that support is available across government. There are a range of options, and if you find yourself needing support and you're back at home and you don't know where to go to, there is a community recovery hotline, which is 1800 173 349. That number again is 1800 173 349. It's a very good time to remind everybody this is just the start of the severe weather season, and now is a good time to work on your emergency plan. You can get details on how to provide a plan or create a plan like that on the Get Ready Queensland website. When you have your plans in place, and we know that in Queensland our major pinch points are fires, storms, floods and cyclones, and these plans will cover off on that. Make sure that you socialise this plan with your family and make sure that you have options should your plan be unable to be enacted. Please actively listen to the warnings that we are pushing out. These are updated as required. These will arrive for most people via text message if you have a mobile phone. Also, if you're travelling, we have road closures across the state, and these road closures may not be in the immediate point of fire activity. It all depends on our ability to reroute people safely around the fire. The best source of information for that is Queensland Traffic website, QLD Traffic, and it is live updates from the centre here to direct people where they should travel. One of the concerns that we have, not just in the immediate area of fire, is for visibility from smoke, and also if you're going through an area that has recently been burnt, we know that trees and tree limbs become destabilised and present a physical safety hazard. And once again, as we have done for the last week now, can we just urge you that if you don't need to travel in or near a site of an active fire, please reconsider your need to travel, and now is not the time to be sightseeing. I'd be very happy to take any questions that you have. Okay, no, thank you very much for that. We are heading into a better fire weather for much of the state, but please, our hearts and minds go out to those in the community who have been impacted by this disaster, those who are in areas of the state that still have active fire weather, and those who are recovering from it. Thank you very much. Yes?
Tony, could I just ask you a question? I guess, are there any particular advice for Queenslanders over the next couple of days, I guess, heading into this weekend period now, you want to
You just need to be vigilant. Notice that there's a number of fire bans that will continue across Queensland. Fire bans is about limiting the amount of fire that's actually in the landscape to make sure that we can control fire in the right way. Again, make sure your surroundings, your neighbour may be the first person there to help you. If you do have to combat a fire for some reason, make sure you have some long sleeves on, stay hydrated and are well visible. We've seen a number of people become affected by burns and smoke because they haven't been aware of their surroundings. Just be aware that firefighters will respond as quickly as possible. Aircraft are actually assisting at fires, but aircrafts don't put fires out. They help curb the fire. Putting fire in the landscape in the wrong place can actually devastate someone's livelihood. So we ask people to work with us and take note that fire crews will respond as quickly as possible. Just be aware of the weather conditions. It's going to get hot and dry. People are going to get dehydrated. So look at your activities. Putting in a grader brake, slashing could still start an unauthorised fire. I know people are looking forward to the storms. When storms come through, we could end up with more dry lightning strikes. And with the storm activity, we see fresh air introduced into fires, which could cause them to blow out. That's why community messaging is really important. Take note of your environment, and if you don't need to be near a fire, please stay away.
Thank you.
Thank you.